Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another World War II 172 scale video. Today we're going to take a look at the Plastic Soldier brand British Valentine infantry tanks. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. This is a 3-pack, although at first glance it looks like they give you more than that, but there's only enough to make 3 complete tanks. We'll go over the parts in a second. Let's look at the box. These have nice crisp moldings on there. Hard plastic figures for the gamer and collector. 172 miniatures. Valentine infantry tanks. So we got the UK, United Kingdom, English, British Valentine tanks. So we've got stuff for use in the Desert War. And then there's also a variation that's Lend-Lease for the USSR, Russia, Soviet Union. See what they say here. They got a painting guide. It's kind of neat. That's the early war type with that 3-color wave fade pattern there. These are from 2017. They made a lot of good sets. And they're allied with Vallejo paints, so you could get the exact number if you wanted there. I think I paid 30 something for them. That's just a sticker that came on it. You can do the Mark II, Mark III, or Mark IX variants. Contains British and Soviet tank commander figures. You'll see the Soviet ones have that special cap that they wear for their tankers with the cloth ridges in it. You'll see that in a second. Rest of the box. Very neat. Parts coming up. Let's see what we got here on the other side first. I'll show you the parts, the names of the parts. There's variations on the gun and the turret and on the hull. Very straightforward how to put it together there. And a few choices. You can have that turret closed or open. And they give you commander figures, so you're probably going to want these open. Color code for Mark II. You got to look close between the Mark II and III to see some of the differences. You can see that right there. It's not there, and there's some others on there. And then this one's got the much bigger gun. This is the one they shipped to Russia. I believe that's a 57mm Endor / 6-pounder on there. Options. There you are. So if you look here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Oh, look at that. You can make that, and there's lots of tracks. But on the bottom, there's only 1, 2, 3. You can only make 3 tanks. Let's take a look at some of these here. Hold it out in the light. You can see very strong, hard, clean plastic. It's got detail on there, but could have more, but it's good for wargaming. And I like these tracks and treads. When you've done so many before, it's always a relief to not have to do all of the tracks around the wheels. Everything doesn't have to be a challenge, especially when you've done hundreds of vehicles and stuff, and you want more for a war game. You want to speed the process up. So that's the bottom there, and then there's the 3 of this sprue with the turrets, the men, and another type here. We'll look at some of the tops in a second to see if we can spot any differences. There's some of the turrets. The guns. See how much bigger this one is, and it's got a muzzle brake. Let's take a look at those figures. There's the Russian one where I'm talking about the little rose on their helmets, and then the British look like this. Turn that over. The one has two small hatches and the other one had just one large one. There's one open, and then you can have some closed. There's the back. You can see the lines on the Russian one right there. And then there's the British commanders. One's tucked in more, one's up more. So that's kind of nice. So you're only going to make 3 tanks, but you're going to have 3 commanders there, 3 on that sprue, and 3 on that sprue. So that's going to be useful for other tanks that don't have those for the Russian and British. And you can make a whole top and some of the things and have it like in a diorama or a wreck type of situation buried in the sand, so you could have part of it so you wouldn't see that it's missing the whole bottom on that. You can do something, and you can get a lot of extra wheels and stuff if you wanted to try to bust some of those out of the tracks and put them on for spares. Let's see if I can notice any difference in these or not. The top. Pretty much the same. There. Except if you look here then, see how that's right here, but this has the sand shields right here. Or if you want to call it side skirt, but it's the part that hangs down on there. So the later one doesn't have that. We showed on the artwork, you can see. So that's the main difference here, this part compared to nothing there, and on the later one, nothing. So there's only this one has the part that hangs down. So that's a difference on that. And then of course what you add to it, and then the guns. So overall you get 3 nice tanks, options here, and lots of extra parts, some which may be useful or not. And of course you're going to get 9 commanders and only use 3, and that's if you put all 3 in the tanks you build. So that's nice. You're going to get extra men there. So all in all, Plastic Soldier Company, 3 tanks for $30+ in shipping and tax, so $11–12 each. As far as things go, that's a pretty good price for a tank, for a diorama, or your war game. On these, I have to look to see what I'm going to do. I know I'm definitely going to do one for the Russians with the later gun, and depending on how many I have when I check, I might do 2 for the Russians and only 1 for the British. But if I only do 1 for the Russians and 2 for the British, then I'll do the Mark II and the Mark III, so I'll have 2 different looking ones to add to the British forces for North Africa. Alright, till next time, lots more World War II 1/72 scale. Thanks for watching, everyone.